I'll tell you, they're doing big things. I'll tell you who is doing big things and is all very excited about coming over here to NZ is Blinky. How are you? Good afternoon, sir.
G'day, Shay. How are you, mate?
Very nice. My first question to you, is Blinky your real name?
Bill.
It's Bill, is it?
Yeah, Bill.
Just out of curiosity, how did you get the name Blinky?
Oh, look, it got given to me just out and about a few years back, and it sort of just stuck.
They're always the ones, though. I know that when I started DJing myself, I tried to come up with a whole lot of fancy names for myself, but, what I've got, DJ Shay, just everyone used to call it to me, and it's just stuck for years.
Yeah, they're the best ones, though, aren't they?
Now, you're over in Melbourne there, over in Aussie. What's the temperature like over there?
It is horrible, mate. I hope you guys have a bit better weather going on for me when I get over there. It is absolutely bucketing down at the moment. I think it's about 13 degrees outside. So.
Yes. Oh, that's cold for Melbourne as well. Well, look, I tell you what, I'm going to burst the bubble. It's looking pretty mud over here as well. I'm looking out my window and it's grey skies and an unhappy face.
I might have to pack a few umbrellas and some raincoats, so get my snowboarding jacket out again.
Oh, lovely. Hey, now look, just for the listeners out there, if I can ask a question, what style of music do you play?
Look, at the moment I'm playing some pretty deep, heavy progressive and a little bit of sort of Melbourne style techno mixed in there as well. But basically really nice grooving house music, basically dance floor oriented.
Yep. Now, you're also a producer as well. Did the producing come before the DJing, or was it DJing and then producing?
Yeah, I've always produced since I was about 16, 17, which is quite a while back now. That came first. When I DJ, I pretty much play predominantly my own music. Mm-hmm. So the need to have people hear the music, I guess, was born into DJing, basically.
Mm-hmm. It must be also pretty exciting too, playing your stuff out and then someone coming up to you and say, what the hell is that tune? And you can say, well, I put that together this afternoon.
Yeah, look, they're the good ones. When that happens every now and then, that's always a nice to the back, isn't it?
Now, producing and DJing, you said off air there that you have got tomorrow off work because you're flying over to here, AK. What's your normal job?
I'm an analyst, actually, during the day. It pays the bills. And
that all sounds all very nerdy.
It is. Look, just between you, me and the listeners, I guess, because we're talking in another country, there's a good internet policy here, so I get a lot of my music stuff done there, record label stuff done here.
I know. I must say, my folks have moved over to the Gold Coast, and this on the topic of the broadband and just connection over there, it's just so much more affordable. You can just download as much as you like.
Yeah. Look, I pretty much book all my gigs and run my record label from my desk here. So.
Nice. What sort of advice would you give to a budding young New Zealand producer about to get themselves signed to a label?
That's right. To get themselves signed to a label. Oh, look, just find a good one. Make sure whoever you're dealing with are nice people and approachable. I guess I've dealt with a few crappy labels around the place, and you can always tell if a label's a good one just by how approachable the people are that you're speaking to or emailing.
We've got a couple of beauties here that will be signing you up too while you're here as well. Just joking.
Look, I'm keen to hear as much New Zealand-made music as I can while I'm over there. From what I've been hearing so far from Jamie and the gang, there's a lot of good stuff coming out from around Auckland and various parts of New Zealand. Yep.
Now, when you pack your bag to come over here and you're packing your tunes and things, what's one thing which you're not going to forget?
Oh, look, it's always... I'm playing off laptop and controllers, so it's all-encompassing. If I forget one thing, I'm stuffed. So I've got myself a checklist. My new controller is probably the top of my list at the moment. Been having a bit of fun with that.
So you've got a controller. What other sort of equipment will you be bringing with you?
Just basically the laptop and two controllers and maybe a small mixer depending on how we go. But yeah, I played lots of live gigs, so over the years managed to whittle down my library to something that's manageable, basically. Functional and manageable is the key, I think.
Yeah, no, nice. Now, on the topic of your parents, what sort of music did they listen to way back when you were young?
A lot of Dylan and whatnot. My dad told me I probably wouldn't be here if it wasn't for a night of fine wine and Bob Dylan. So that about sums it up, I think.
Too much information there.
Yeah, very much so.
A question that I always ask people which I talk to, when you were younger and you're doing a paper on or whatever you're doing to make your own money, what was the first piece of music that you bought yourself on tape, vinyl, cassette, whatever?
Yeah, you probably wouldn't know these guys. It was a Melbourne band called Tism. They're almost like a parody band. They're a good bunch of blokes. I'll bring a CD over for you. And I bought that from like a school fair for $2, and I've still got it.
$2, still got it. Oh, dear, awesome. Hey, now being Australian, of course, you're quite savvy online and stuff. Which are the New Zealand producers or DJs which, in your mind, are doing big things, and you're really interested in maybe knowing more?
Look, I'm actually getting into a lot of the stuff that Jamie and Tom have been putting out. They've been bouncing me a lot of music, and I've sort of made them promise me that they're going to show us around some of the local producers while I'm over there. So yeah, those guys seem to be doing great things, and their live show is pretty stellar as far as I can tell. And then of course you've got Tom Cosman, who's a good mate, and I'm sure he's probably, anyone in Melbourne, he'd probably be first on their list these days. He's doing great things in Christchurch and over here in Melbourne. Nice.
And who are the people you're collaborating with over at home, or are you just working solo by yourself at this stage?
Yeah, look, I'm doing a bit of work with the guys from Def Digital, who are on my label, on Beatgeek, and they're just, they're amazing. They're two blokes who've been writing music in bands and whatnot for a long time, but they've turned their heads to musical production, and they're doing great things. You can check out, I put out their first release about 3 months ago on Beatgeek, and it was a huge success. So we're just working on a bit more stuff with them at the moment. And the track that we're launching over at Floorplay Monday morning actually features vocals from Jake, who's one of the guys from Def Digital.
Nice.
Yeah.
Tell us about Beatgeek Records.
Yeah, look, Beatgeek, I do much like you. I do a radio show on Kiss FM, in Melbourne, which I've done for about 4 years now. And I basically, the focus was on Melbourne, and then moved to Australian-made electronica, and there was just so much good stuff coming through that I guess the record label was the next logical progression, basically. So yeah, it's a year old in August, and yeah, it's been a huge success so far, and the momentum just seems to keep on building. Basically, got a lot of good stuff coming out early next year and late this year as well.
I can hear the smile on your face. Now, before we, I've got some quick fire questions here. Before we get to those, what is the Floorplay patron, or the people that are coming down to the event? What are they going to get out of your set?
I just hope they get maybe a fresh perspective on some of the music that's coming out into our bottom half of the globe, I guess, the Australia and New Zealand share.
Well, I'll tell you what, I am really looking forward to it. My role on the night is decor, so I've got to make sure the place is looking even better for you. I've got a couple of quick fire questions for you, and they're going to be quick. Okay, you ready?
I'm good, nervous.
Blinky, aka Bill, are you ready?
Yep.
What is your favourite dinosaur?
Stegosaurus.
If you were Osama, where would you hide?
Sorry?
If you were Osama bin Laden, where would you hide?
Where I am now, actually. It's not in the meeting room.
Is the moon made out of cheese?
I'd like to think so.
If you could be a Spice Girl, which one would you be?
Jerry, maybe?
If you were a rapper, what would your name be?
Sorry?
If you were a rapper, what would your rapper name be?
Dollar Bill.
Okay. How tall are you?
6 foot exactly.
There we go. And of course, a very last one there for you is: do you like chocolate?
Love it.
You love chocolate, how much?
This much.
This much. Now, I've had one question come in from obviously a lady. How old are you, Blinky?
You don't have to answer if you don't. How old?
25.
Oh, you're a young buck, I tell you what.
We'll pass that along. Anyway, Blinky, thank you very much for your time here on Sonic Drive. I really appreciate you taking a little bit of time with us, and I really look forward to shaking your hand when you come on over.
Thanks, mate. Thanks very much for having us on.
No worries. Take care there, sir.
Bye.